Welcome back to Excel. This is a Mental Evolution podcast, and I'm your host, Dr. Seth Rose. And today is episode 36, where we are going to be talking about deliberate practice. So, what is deliberate practice? You've probably heard of the term or the concept of the 10,000 hour rule when it comes to expertise and excellence. And this was coined by Malcolm Gladwell in some of his work and some of his books. But really, the idea stems from Erickson's research on deliberate practice. And there was sort of a misunderstanding when that book came out by Gladwell. And really, for expertise, it's not just time on task. So the 10,000 hour rule doesn't necessarily mean that you can just go out and lackadaisically work for 10,000 hours on a particular performance and get really good at it. We need to have intentional, deliberate practice on the task itself that is purposeful. And so how do we go through the steps to make something deliberate? So based off of Erickson's work, there's 4 separate steps that we should be following here. And the first one here is to set an intentional goal. So before you go to practice or before you go to train, what is the goal for that session? And either writing it out or reflecting on that and setting that goal for you at the beginning. And being very specific with it. So that way you're just not going through the motions and you can focus on a particular maybe tactic or technique, etc. Second is you want to have effortful and focused attention on the task that you are working on. So you want to give full effort. Obviously, we don't want to just go through the motions here. And we want to be attentive and have focus in what we're doing to reach that particular goal. The third step here is getting feedback from somebody, whether that's a coach or an instructor, or maybe it's even a teammate or colleague, and getting immediate feedback from somebody based off of what you just practiced or trained on. In a pinch, you can actually reflect on yourself and get feedback. So maybe you're filming yourself on something, but ideally we would want something else to give us that critical feedback, and then that leads us to our final step is reflecting and refining on that feedback. So getting the feedback and figuring out, piecing out what was good about it, what was maybe not so good, and how we can improve, opportunities for growth, and then refining how we are going to refine that goal. So those are the steps to have very deliberate practice in your day-to-day. So you're setting that intentional goal. That's the first step. You're having focused attention and giving full effort is the second step. Step 3 is to get the feedback from others, or like I said, in a pinch, yourself. And then most importantly, reflecting and refining the goal based off of the feedback for the next iterations. All right. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll catch you on the next one.